Alright, so Shinobi Strikers is an interesting game, and while there are a lot of jutsus and a lot of videos telling you which are some of the best builds to do, I wanted to try something a little bit different. I wanted to try a video to where we showcase some builds that you shouldn't use. Now, I don't know how long this series is going to go on. I may be a one-off for like a couple episodes, or if you guys really do enjoy it, it'll be something I either continue on this channel or on the second channel, Hero Plays, which will be a link in the description down below if you want to check that out. So, again, the premise of this video, or this theme of this series, is to showcase some builds and jutsus that you probably shouldn't be using in Shinobi Strikers if you want to win matches. Now, that's not to say that you can't win with these builds. It's just with other jutsus and ultimates out there, there are better choices. So hopefully you guys enjoy. I'll try my best to describe what happens during and after the match. So what we're going to be doing is showcasing a build. We're going to kind of go over what the build is. We're going to play one survival match, and then we're going to go over to a regular match. And I do apologize for this first set of recording. I'm doing this intro post-commentary or post-recording, and for whatever reason, my Elgato capture software kind of messed up the mic. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not going to be as clear as you hear right now. So I do apologize for that, and that will be fixed in the next episode, because I'm going to switch over back to OBS rather than recording directly from the Elgato software. So I do apologize for the mic, and that will be fixed in the next episode. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. I'll see you towards the end. We'll kind of break down the build and kind of explain why you shouldn't be using these jutsus. Alright, in terms of the build for our weapon, honestly any weapon will do whatever you feel comfortable with. I'm going to be using Shisui's Katana, just because of the triangle attack for PlayStation gives you a exploding kunai, and you can pretty much spam that depending on the placement and stuff like that. Ninja tools, I personally like to use the Crimson Star. You could probably use something like Rasengan if you want, or if you have like better scientific ninja tools, but for me, since I haven't played the game in quite some time, the best one that I have is the Crimson Star, which is essentially put your opponent in place for I would say probably like 3 to 5 seconds, doing continuous damage. For the equipment, I'm using something that has Power in Spades and Clear Mind. Power in Spades gives you a boost to your ninjutsu damage, and Clear Mind gives you ninjutsu cooldown. So something like that will probably work. Again, you can make this up as you go along. For the ninjutsu, or ninjutsu, why can I not speak today? We are going to be using the Multiple Striking Shadow Snake. You get this from the Orochimaru DLC. Essentially what this does is strikes out at the enemy and gives them poison. It's decent to say the least. I will say it's pretty quick to launch. It has pretty decent tracking. It's just the damage isn't really that good compared to other ranged attacks. The second attack is the Water Style Severing Wave Jutsu. You get this from the second Hokage DLC. Probably one of the worst jutsus in the game just because of the long cast time and the tracking. The damage is pretty good if you can hit it with it, and if you hit from the initial strike and the geyser, it's really, really powerful, but the tracking on it in the range is not very good. For the substitution, I recommend using Time Space Hop. It's probably the best substitution in the game by far. And then for the ultimate, I am using the Wind Style Sea Dragon. Now, this jutsu is kind of hit and miss in terms of ultimate jutsus. It's pretty powerful. It doesn't necessarily kill, but you can set up some other combinations with your teammates. But if you do die, the tornado does go away, so keep that in mind. So yeah, that's particularly the build. Like I said, it's not really going to do much for these jutsus in my opinion, but we'll see when we go on to the survival and the actual matches here. Yeah, so I'm not expecting this build to go well. I could already tell you some of the downsides if you guys haven't kind of guessed from me showing you the jutsus and stuff. This build lacks damage, like actually like solid damage. So we're gonna see what happens here. Yeah, this build lacks a lot of damage, so don't expect much out of it. I ran right into that. But yeah, this build is going to lack a lot of damage. That and the cast time, especially for like the geyser. It's going to be tough. I doubt we'll win. But that's kind of the whole point of the series that I'm kind of experimenting with, is to see builds that you shouldn't really use and kind of explain why. Like that. Like, he's poison. but we're still not gonna do enough damage. Oh, we actually killed someone. I think we killed someone because of that. Oh, dude, I'm not even I'm in last place. Why are you coming after me? Yep. Yeah. This build is so bad. I'm gonna grab this so no one else can grab. Hopefully it's a heal scroll. It's not. It's cooldown. That doesn't help. Oh god, it's so bad. Yeah. Like, the poison could work. Like, you can get the poison to work, but everything else is just trash. Like, your best bet is to maybe use, like, the poison strike, and maybe you can hit the geyser on unexpected enemies, but yeah, this jutsu needs to be reworked. I think the cast time needs to be a little bit faster. Yeah, the cast shot is just not good. I mean, we got some assist with that. I mean, that's also, that's good. Like the geyser does damage, but it just I can't see shit. Yeah, I couldn't see shit. Good stuff. I'm somehow in third place. I think it's because of the super, honestly. That's kind of like the one of the good things about the build is the ultimate. But other than that, yeah. This build is hard. This build is hard. Like, do not let what happens on the screen fool you. Like, none of this is good. Like, that works to some degree. Oh god, leave me alone! Go after the other guy that's low. I somehow got third place. We're not going to question it. We're not going to question how we got third place for that horrible build, but like I said, it's not good. But we'll do also one regular match just because survival and regular matches are extremely different. So we'll do one regular match as well to kind of showcase how bad this build is and why you shouldn't use it. All right, so at least it's combat battle, but I am so sorry to my team for this. You don't expect much from me. Like, maybe the wind style sea dragon will be good, but other than that, like I said, these moves are pretty bad. I mean, you can make them work individually, but putting them together is definitely not ideal. As we kind of saw from the survival battle, it's not a good look. But we'll try. That's the whole point. We'll definitely try and see what we can do here. All right, so it's combat battle. We're in the Hidden Rain village. I don't know. I don't know how exactly to make this work. There's probably not a good way to make this work. There's better jutsus out there. Like, the only saving grace is that the pillar does go through walls, but... Hey, the geyser does go through, the Susanoo shield, so that's something. Oh, Lord. I got pushed back hard from that. Yeah, that's... Yep, he's running away from me. Alright, we're not gonna chase him. I mean, the claws have good tracking. I'll give it that. Oh, we actually got that. The claw, like the snake strike has good tracking, so I'll give that. But everything else is just not good so far. So maybe the snake strike is pretty good. We can maybe make that work. Like, the range isn't good, but at least the tracking's pretty quick. Oh, God. We got... Yeah, this guy's gonna try and bully us. Oh, hitting Ash. Ah, okay. Well, that didn't work. We killed one. That's 2, 3. Okay, I mean, that worked out pretty well. Now, honestly, I think the only reason this is working because our team is pretty good. Like, our heroes doing amazing work. So I feel like that's the only reason this is working. So please don't take this into account that this actually does work. Oh, God, I ran right inside, didn't I? Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, God, these is ultimate. Help me. Oh, I'm not stuck. That didn't help. Oh, okay. I'm actually surprised I lived through that. Leave me alone. No. Go away. Snake strike through the wall. Why am I still alive? Yes. I'm getting all the heals. Oh no, I'm gonna die. And I'm dead. Oh wait, no, I'm alive. No, I'm dead. Yeah, yep. Yep. Alright, we're losing momentum here. I think they switched their... No, they switched to 3 ranged, and one of them's, like, using the angelic wings. So that's not good. That's not good. I don't think my ult's up just yet. It's close, though. But that person in the sky is giving us a lot of trouble. Unfortunately, we don't have enough to, like, really take him out. I can't see anything. Stupid ink. Oh God, why is that so bad? I think we have our ultimate. Got him. Sniped him. Yeah, I did work. So, all right, look. Please don't take this as like, oh, hey, you proved yourself wrong in this video. Do not use these jutsus together. You could probably use one or the other, but do not use these jutsus together. These are not good builds. Alright, so those are the two matches. I'll probably make the video a little bit shorter in terms of like the matches and stuff, but regardless, just wanted to talk about some of the jutsus and the way that they kind of worked in these videos. So the snake strike that you get from Orochimaru, I can see that working fairly well. It does have the poison effect, so if you're kind of going for a damage over time build, this is actually something that can work fairly well. You could probably actually combine this with something like a Materatsu if you really wanted to have like a pretty decent bleed over time build. So I will say the jutsu is pretty decent in certain situations. You could probably use that, so not something that I would outright ban, but there are better jutsus out there. Now, the water geyser jutsu, I have this as probably in the running of one of the worst jutsus in the game in terms of like ranged abilities, just because the range is short. Yeah, the damage is pretty high, but it's very situational when you'll be able to hit this, and I would give it more props if it can go through walls like some of the other water jutsus, but it doesn't even go through walls or pillars or anything like that. So I would say it's very, very situational to the point to where you can get something like the Majestic Flame or something else and do just as much damage, if not more, and have better utility for it too. So I would say avoid this jutsu altogether. It's not really good, which sucks because there's very few water jutsu types out there. And finally, the ultimate that you get from the Tamari DLC. It's actually pretty good. The only thing that I don't like is that whenever you die, the tornado does disappear. So if you try and use this at half health and they burn you down, you pretty much wasted your ult, which I get it for terms of balance. But if you do actually hit it off and your team's really coordinated, this is actually pretty good like utility ultimate, more so than a straight up damage ability. It can do damage with your other abilities, but with the jutsus that I have combined with this, it's not very good because you still have to deal with the issues of the water guys are trying to hit his target as they're spinning in a circle. The snake strike can do pretty good damage, but I think it also knocks them out of the tornado after a certain amount of hits. So it's definitely situational in order to use that jutsu with the jutsus I have equipped, but the jutsu itself is pretty good. So you'll definitely see that more often than the other two jutsus. But I would still say there are better ultimates out there for range types if you're looking to do straight up damage. But other than that, that's going to be the video. Like I said, this is probably going to be a interesting series if you guys want to see more on it. I do like playing Shinobi Strikers. I think it's a pretty fun build, and I know I'm super late to the game in terms of creating content for it, but it's something I wanted to do to kind of like varietize the channel, or like have something posted on the second channel for when there's slow uploads on the main channel. So let me know what you guys think. If you did enjoy the video, please let me know your comments and what I can do to improve the series and improve videos. I know the length that it is right now is pretty long, so I'll work on trying to shorten that to maybe taking like highlights and clips from the matches rather than showing the full-on matches. But regardless, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you have any suggestions for jutsus to do in future series, please leave them down below and I'll go ahead and check them out and see what I can do. I can't promise anything, but only promise to try.